Welcome to a new series for students and parents about technology and how we use it. Today, I want to talk about our devices, and you know, I I have a lot of devices at home. The one I use most often is my iPhone, and we do all sorts of things with these devices. We take pictures, we make phone calls, we video chat. I use mine to play music and track my sleep and make sure that I'm breathing at night. All sorts of things, making appointments and playing games and all sorts of free time activities. Um, we do so much on our devices that a lot of times the generations that came before us don't know what to do with that information. And sometimes that includes me. Sometimes I look at phones, I look at devices, I look at screens, I think, man, what are we doing? I grew up in a time where there was landlines and dial-up internet, and then I got a flip phone about halfway through high school. The first iPhone didn't get released until after I was all the way through high school, so it released after I graduated. And it's hard to comprehend how like some generations are saying cell phones are what's wrong with America, and then some generations are saying we need our screens and our screens are going to keep us moving forward. So the thought process is here: is a phone good or bad? Is this tool, because that's what it is, it's a tool, that's the point of the whole video. The phone is a tool. Can it be moral or immoral? One of the books I've been reading is by Sherry Turkle, and she's been writing about reclaiming conversations. And um, in her book, she discusses how these devices have changed our brain psychology. The functions of our brains have shifted. That texting, you know, looking down at our screen, tappity tapping, has changed how we have face-to-face conversation. That having a phone in the like visible field in front of us changes the depth of conversation between two people. And that research has showed if you send kids away for a week without their cell phone, they gain points in their empathy. Like they become more empathetic because they've had actual face-to-face conversations. And that's a huge thing to think through moving forward. But today, I want to talk about the actual tool. The phone is a tool. It's a tool we use for lots of things. And sometimes they're efficient and effective work tasks like checking your emails or placing a phone call or sending off a message. But other times they're tasks that distract us from our work or help us escape our reality. And the Bible, doesn't always have specific texts. Like there's no 13th commandment about thou shalt not use your cell phone on Sunday during church to check your fantasy football team. Like it doesn't say that. Sometimes we wish it would, but it doesn't. But we do have this. 1 Timothy 6 says the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And many times we misquote that as money is the root of evil. But don't mishear this. Money is just a tool the same way a cell phone is a tool. Money can be used to buy good things as well as purchase evil things. It's the intention of the buyer that matters. And it's the love of money that's the root of evil. The same thing's true of our device. Devices can be used for good or evil. But it's the user that makes the device do its thing. Loving our devices, misplacing its priority can be a cause for evil. Like we said, a phone is useful as a calendar, a calculator, an email machine, or even a phone call maker, like surprisingly so. And I know that phones aren't perfect, but we need to remember we are in control of our device. Our device does not have to control us. It's a tool that we can use for our own desires. So let's check our intentions when we check our devices. Are we logging in to TikTok to make sure I made that soup correctly? Or am I logging into TikTok just to escape in the endless scroll? Am I logging in for good reasons or bad reasons? And in the next couple videos, we're going to talk about like proper safeguards we can put on. There's an app on iPhones called Screen Time that can block certain websites, that can limit the amount of time we spend scrolling, that can even limit the amount of time our phone can be accessed. So over the next few videos, look for some more like practical features, but start the conversation with your family. How are we using our phones? Are they a tool that's going to help us be effective, efficient communicators, or is this something that we use to escape reality? So until next time, keep thinking about these phones, and because this is not an issue that's going to go away. Technology will continue to be a big part of life. So until the next video, have a great week.